Hey, welcome to Freehandly Made. I am hiding out in my car. That's right, I'm hiding. Sure am. We are at the Gonzales Baptist Church Community Picnic. It's something they do annually, and Zayden, of course, is having a blast. We got here like 11 in the morning, and it's around 1-ish, and I needed time out away from the crowd. So here I am, and instead of just hiding out in the car and doing nothing, I figured I would talk about why I'm hiding out in the car, because I'm sure I'm not the only one that does this. Oh, look, I got my face painted. Isn't it pretty? It's a purple flower. It's so pretty. And look, it's got bling, bling. I'm a kid at heart. What can I say? It's probably the only time I will have something on my face, except for makeup every once in a blue moon when my husband takes me on a date. And even then, a lot of times I won't wear it. Anyway. So social settings like these are difficult for me. I can handle them for so long, and then even when I'm out amongst it, I kind of still stay to myself. My son is a lot the same way. I'm around others, but I'm not really communicating with those people. Now, friends of ours came, and I got to, I visited with her for a little bit, and, but yeah, I really struggle with it. I do. I struggle hard. Now, if one of my really close friends were with me, like Amber or Toby or Heidi, I wouldn't be hiding in the car right now, because they would be able to tell that I was getting anxious, and we would find a quiet spot and just sit and chat, talk about just stuff, not small talk, but actually talk about meaningful stuff, because they know they all three of them know I don't do small chat. I can't stand just talking about the weather. No, thank you. I'm too serious and too complicated for that, I guess. Anyway, but they're not here. So here I am hiding in the car. But I won't be here forever. I'm just taking a short break, a time out to reset and calm myself down, and get some fresh air conditioning too, because it's really hot outside, and that just makes it worse for me. And then it's so bright outside with the sun. I mean, the weather's gorgeous, don't take me wrong, but it hurts my eyes. So I have to regulate. Anyway. So one of the things I really struggle as a female on the spectrum is connecting in social events, and I also struggle with friendships. I feel awkward a lot. I don't know what to say. When people ask me, people come up to me and they say, "Oh, hi, how are you?" Immediately, I want to tell them literally how I am. But then I remembered people don't really want to know truly how you are. They're just being courteous. And I do have a really hard time saying, "Oh, I'm fine, how are you?" If I'm going to ask you how you are, I really want to know how you are. So usually I won't even answer the question. I hate questions, by the way, just so you know. I cannot stand questions. I don't like a lot of questions. If I have something on my mind, I'm going to tell you if I'm close to you. Other than that, I tend to avoid answering questions. Anyway, so I usually won't tell them how I am. I'll just say hi and keep on moving. And I think maybe sometimes it might come across as rude, but I say hi nicely. I'm just not, I don't know. I can't explain it. It's just the way my brain works. Anyway, but I am trying to learn how to be friendlier. It's one of the, that is one of the challenges my therapist gave me to do again yesterday. I didn't do so well the last couple of weeks. I mean, I went to a concert in April, and I took Zayden to Navarre Beach and took him to the Autism Odyssey event with my friend Amber. So that counted as far as going to a event with a lot of people, but it didn't really count towards hanging out with a friend, which Amber was with me, so that kind of counted, but it wasn't a one-on-one, it was with our son, so it didn't count. So I failed the homework assignment, but it's hard for me to do it. I feel uncomfortable and awkward. I don't know what to say, and I'm trying not to mask anymore. And so now I'm more awkward because I'm so used to putting on my mask and pretending and have rehearsed lines in my head of things that are socially acceptable to say. And I'm really trying not to do that anymore. I'm trying to be me. And so now, this is all new to me. So I'm really struggling, y'all. I am. I don't connect with people very well. I mean, I don't do phone calls. I will chat with you and have a really good, deep conversation with you all night long through text messaging. But if you call me, I'm not going to answer the phone. I'm just going to be honest. I don't like talking on the phone because I feel awkward. I don't know when I'm supposed to talk, when I'm not supposed to talk. Are you done? Are you not done? Text messaging is just clearer communication for me. And being in front of someone physically, that's just even worse for me. That's worse than a phone call. So even when I'm out with a really close friend, they're always the ones leading the conversation, and then I can get into the conversation. Every once in a while, I'll lead the conversation, but for the most part, yeah, not so much. Work doesn't count because I'm in professional mode, and I'm so into numbers anyway. And if I'm in a situation where it's a group of people and I'm having to speak, literally, it's really hard to explain. I know there's people in front of me, but I'm not seeing any of their faces. I pick like a focal point, a place to stare at, and I kind of concentrate. I kind of just see through them and recite what I need to say. That's how I get through public speaking when it comes to doing massive trainings. When I'm doing one-on-one training, it's easier for me because I'm reciting what I learned in college, in accounting, and how to do the job. So my focus is different, and so it's not personal. Now I'm a trainer, so it's easier. But when you talk about intimacy, connection, verbal connection, I suck. I'm an introvert most of the time. I can have moments where I can be an extrovert. I was a lot more extroverted when I was younger, but honestly, that was because I was partying and I was drinking, and so my alter ego came out. But when I'm just myself and I'm sober, this is me. This is me. I'm not going to be that person at church that sees that stands there and smiles and walks up to someone and hugs them and with a big smile and tells them, "Welcome to Heritage Baptist Church." Maybe one day I can get there, but as of right now, it's hard. It's a lot of anxiety. I know, I don't know how all other churches are, but we have like a meet and greet time during worship service, and I talked to my friend about this, and I'll stay seated. I don't get up and walk through the room and say hi to people. I'll shake someone's hand if they come up to me and shake my hand, and I'll smile and say hi, but that's pretty much it. And so I've been challenged to actually get up and meet and greet during Sunday morning, and I have yet to do it. I still haven't done it. I did it one time. I went and said hi to a couple of people like 2 aisles behind me, and that was pretty much it. I got a long ways to go, and ministry is really important to me, and I know when you're in ministry you have to be friendly. you have to use discernment, obviously, but you need to be able to be open and be friendly so people will know that you're a safe person. But I struggle with that. I struggle to be open, and I struggle to be, I wouldn't say I struggle to be friendly. I just struggle to connect. Communication is very difficult for me, and crowded areas are difficult for me because they're loud, and there's a bunch of conversations going on at the same time, and there's a lot of people. I mean, I struggle. So if you struggle like I do, just be encouraged, because as I try and learn how to approach my social settings differently and allow God to help me in that area, I'll be sharing my experiences. Today so far was pretty good, considering we've been at this event for a good 2 hours, and I just now had to come to the car, so that's a record for me. I don't want to be that mom that stays in the house every single weekend and does nothing with their kids, and I don't want my son to grow up scared to experience things. The more he experiences, the better off his adulthood's going to be. So that means I have to show him that I'm willing to try to do these things too, and that is a challenge. I'm not gonna lie, it's a challenge. So with that said, if you are having these struggles as well, let me know. I'll pray for you and you pray for me. Deal? All right. Well, I've been hiding out long enough, peoples. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the world of the living, and maybe go jump in the I don't know if they'll let me in the bounce house. I don't know if I'm too big for that. They might have an age limit. That would be fun though. I want to bounce in the bounce house. I don't know. I'll find something to do, catch up with my son. You guys have a great weekend. Be blessed. Remember that you're important and you matter, and God loves you, and just be yourself. And it's okay not to be like anybody else. Matter of fact, it's perfect not to be like anybody else, because you were uniquely made by God, and He made you for a reason, and you are the way you are for a reason. So spread your love and spread your uniqueness, and just be you. Bye.